Hi guys, welcome back to D on the Couch, and if you're new to my channel, a very warm welcome to yourselves. I hope that you will consider supporting me by subscribing to my channel. Also, please don't forget to like, comment and share. So today's video is about grief. And if you know me personally, then you will know that last year, on the 27th of April, I lost my younger sister, Barbara. She passed so suddenly. I had chatted with her probably a few days before she had passed. And two of my brothers had chatted with her and also spoken to her. I think one of them spoke to her on a Friday and another one on Sunday, and on Monday we got a call to say that she had passed. Okay, so people die every day for from various causes, from illness, war, whatever. People die every day, but when death is so sudden and so unexpected, it's very hard to come to terms with, especially the death of a young person. Barbara was only 47 years old. She had just completed her master's in human rights law. She was in the prime of her life. I think she was an inspirational beauty, and to lose her just in a blink of an eye has been really, really difficult to come to terms with. And this was made worse by the fact that we were in the worldwide, pandemic, so we couldn't even travel to bury her. None of my siblings could go to Uganda, so we didn't get to say a final goodbye. We didn't get the chance to wave her to eternity, So this has been really, really hard to come to terms with. I know that today is her year's anniversary, the year's anniversary of her passing. So you would think that perhaps I have come to terms with it, or we have come to terms with it, but grief is a lifelong journey. And grief is such a lonely process because you go through it on your own. Nobody knows what you're feeling. Nobody knows for sure what you're going through. People can imagine, the pain, the devastation, but they can never truly know what you're going through, even within families, because people grieve differently. It also depends on the relationship that you had with the deceased. Now, Barbara and I, we're quite close in age, so we had such a crazy teenage period. That's the only way to put it. It was crazy. We just used to club probably about 5 days a week. I remember that we would rest on, I think it was Tuesday and Sunday, but the rest of the days we were just out clubbing. I don't know how we did any assignments, how we passed any exams, how we ended up, in jobs. It's a miracle, I think, because we used to go out on Monday. We'd go to a place called Moonlighting in the West End of London. On Tuesday, we would have a break. And then on Wednesday, we would go to a place called Bootleggers, also in the West End. And then on Thursday, it was ladies' night. So we would go back to moonlighting again. And on Friday, we would go to a place called, I think it was All Nations. And I believe it was in East London somewhere. I can't remember. And then on Saturday, we would go to Granaries, and that was in Croydon. And then on Sunday, that was our rest day. So I suppose that was when we did our homework, completed assignments, did our laundry, did our shopping. Mind you, we didn't really do a lot of shopping. All our money, I mean, we were all students, but with part-time jobs. So all our money went on clothing, on shoes, on makeup, on doing our hair. We hardly bought any food. We did our shopping at my mother's on Sundays. Every time we went for Sunday dinner, we would bring back Tupperwares with us to last like the whole week. I remember that we used to buy fruits, and we used to buy yogurt and cooking oil and flour to make chapati, so we could have that with our tea. But the rest of our money, I kid you not, went on aesthetic. So yeah, we had such a crazy teenage, but it was so much fun. I don't regret it. If you can't be crazy on your teenage years, late teenage years, I mean, when can you be crazy then? So yeah, we had good times. I really do miss my sister. I miss her a lot. I miss chatting to her. I miss getting text messages from her. She was always very encouraging. Every time, anytime that I was going through hard times, she would say, you know, be strong, this will pass. Whatever the situation was, she was so pragmatic. She would just say, you know, just be strong, it will pass. Every time I posted like a YouTube video, she was one of the first people to comment and to share and to offer ideas. It's just unbelievable, you know, that she's no longer here with us. Every time maybe we're having a celebration of some sort, you kind of remember that there's one person, I'm sorry, that is never ever going to be with us. So it makes it quite hard. It puts like, it dampens whatever celebration you're having. You almost feel guilty for living. You think, why am I having so much fun when my sister is not here? Today is very emotional. For the past few days, I have been feeling kind of off. My body started to kind of react to today. I remember, I think it was on a few days ago anyway, my daughter said to me, asked me, my younger daughter said, "What's wrong, Mum?" She can always tell when I'm off, when I'm not myself. And I said, you know, nothing, you know, I'm fine, I'm just tired from work. And the next day, the same thing. And then yesterday, when I came back from work, she was, you know, singing, dancing and what have you. And she was, "Are you okay, Mum?" I said, yeah, I'm fine, you know, I'm just having an off day again. I didn't want to worry her. I didn't want to ruin her day because she was just having so much fun. And I thought, I don't want, you know, to bring her down by reminding her of her auntie, that, you know, her auntie's not here anymore. But At some point she needed to do her homework. I think she was painting, so she needed more light. Although the curtains were drawn, she needed more light, so she turned the lights on, and then she just looked at my face. She goes, "Mom, you can't lie to me because I always know what is wrong with you, you know." So I said, yeah, I know something is wrong. I'm just having an off day. I don't know what it is. But obviously when she comes back from school today, I will tell her why I have been the way that, you know, I have been. I still can't believe that my sister is gone. When my parents transitioned 20 years, 25 years ago, we had been expecting it. As painful as it was, we had been expecting it because they had both been unwell. So we somewhat prepared. But for Barbara, there was just no warning. You know, 1 minute you're chatting, 1 minute you're speaking, and then the next minute you get this call to say she's gone, just like that. In a blink of an eye, she was gone. I still remember that the day that we got the call, I was with my two daughters. We're just in the living room, just goofing around like we normally are. And my older daughter's phone rang. She answered it. And I heard my brother say, I've got some bad news. And like my heart just sank, you know. I said, oh no, you know, I just said it to myself and just took myself off to my room, and I was just laying down on my bed. I'm thinking that if he didn't even call me directly, then it must be something really bad. I waited a few minutes and my two daughters came into my room, and I could just tell from their faces that something awful had happened. So I asked, what's wrong? And my daughter goes, you don't know? Well, how could I know? Because I left as soon as I heard bad news. I wasn't prepared for the words that came out of her mouth. She said, Auntie Barbara is dead. And I kept hearing those words. I kept seeing her face. I kept hearing her voice, her laughter. She was so funny. She was so feisty. It's just unbelievable that I'll never see her again. I don't know when I'll be okay. I function. I go to work. I still look after my young daughter. I function, but I've changed. There's so much about me that has changed since Barbara passed. I'm not the same anymore. I know that. There are things that I do differently, or there are just some things that I don't do. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I really miss my sister.